Sarvebhya Ram 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 and welcome to this level 1 Shabdarupa class. Let us start with Guru Prarthana. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na gurof paramham shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guro gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na gurof paramham shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guro. Sarvebhya Ram Ram Ram. So we actually have completed learning the 30 Shabdas in the level 1 course. And we also revised the Akaranta and Ikaranta Rupas yesterday. We will quickly go through the Rukaranta and Ukaranta Rupas today and touch upon the tips and tricks what we have listed earlier. And then I will hand over to Shreyas from Vyoma, who will actually provide information on the next steps, like when will be the assessment, the format, and also collect the feedback. So before that, we will revise the Rukaranta Shabdas today. So you can, those who want to read this can raise your hand. Preferably those who have not got a chance or not attempted so far, please do that, because also especially because this is your last class in level 1. Okay. Okay, we'll start with Vardhini, and then followed by Nagarajan. Ha, namaste. Rukaranta Pullinga Pitru Shabda. So there are several Rukaranta Shabdas, especially these are all the Shabdas used Sambandha Vachaka, we call to denote the relationships, basically father, mother, brother, sister, son-in-law. So all those things are generally have this Rukaranta, and there are slight differences in each of those forms. So that is why we are learning them with more attention. Vaidehi, Vardhini, can you read?
Yes, जी. ऋकारन्तः पुल्लिङ्गः पितृशब्दः पिता पितरौ पितरः हे पितः हे पितरौ हे पितरः पितरं पितरौ पितॄन् पित्रा पितृभ्यां पितृभिः पित्रे पितृभ्यां पितृभ्यः पितुः पितृभ्यां पितृभ्यः पितुः पित्रोः पितॄणां पितरि पित्रोः पितृषु.
So compared, so while learning, you also have to learn this along with the Rukaranta Strilinga Shabda and the special form, which is Rukaranta Pullinga, but Dhatru Shabda is slightly different. So those differences you have to keep in mind while learning this. So let us give a chance to Nagarajan. Nagarajan. You can unmute.
Am I audible?
Ha.
Yeah. Namaskar, Bhagini.
Ha. You can try Bhratru Shabda.
Rukarantah Pullingah Bhratru Shabdah Bhrata Bhratarau Bhratarah He Bhratah He Bhratarau He Bhratarah Bhrataram Bhratarau Bhratrun Bhratra Bhratrubhyam Bhratrubhihi Bhratre Bhratrubhyam Bhratrubhyah Bhratuhu Bhratrubhyam Bhratrubhyah भ्रातुः भ्रात्रोः भ्रातॄणां भ्रातरि भ्रात्रोः भ्रातृषु. नमस्कार.
Uttamam. Chandrasekhar also has.
Am I audible?
Ha. Go ahead.
Which shabda?
Jamatru. You can try Jamatru.
ऋकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः जामातृशब्दः जामाता जामातौ जामात्
Jamatarau. Jamatar.
जामातरौ
Hmm.
जामातरौ जामातरः हे
Hmm.
जामातः हे जामातरौ हे जामातरः जामातरं जामातरौ जामातॄन्
Hmm.
जामात्रा जामातृभ्यां जामातृभिः जामात्रे जामातृभ्यां जामातृभ्यः
Hmm.
जामातृः
Jamatuhu.
जामातुः
Jamatuhu.
जामातुः जामातृभ्यां जामातृभ्यः जामातुः जामात्रोः जामातॄणां
Hmm.
जामातरि जामात्रोः जामातृषु
Hmm. Tama. Priyadarshini.
Namaste.
Namaste. Devru.
ऋकारान्तक पुल्लिङ्गक देवृशब्दक देवा देवर देवरौ देवरक हे देवक हे देवरौ हे देवरक देवरं देवरौ देवृन् देव्रा देवृभ्यां देवृभिः देव्रे देवृभ्यां देवृभ्यक देवुः देवृभ्यां देवृभ्यक देवुः देव्रोः देवॄणां देवरि देव्रोः देवृषु
Tama. Similarly, Savyeshkru, you can try writing them and practice them on your own. We'll go to the slight variation in this. Though Rukaranta Pullinga, there is a Dirgha in the Prathama, Sambodhana and Titiya Vibhakti Dvivachana. This is the, and the Bahuvachana of the Prathama Vibhakti. This is the only difference. Here it is Dhataro, Dhataraha. There it was Pitaro, Pitaraha. So that is why Dhatru Shabda is special. Okay. So we will, Prashant. Prashant, can you read this? Prashant, I am not able to hear. You can unmute. You have to unmute from your side. Are you able to hear me? Prashant is not responding. Priyadarshini, can you hear me?
Yes.
There is something.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Prashant, are you able to hear? Unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you read this?
Yes, ma'am. ऋकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः धातृशब्दः धाता धातरौ धाताराः हे धाते
1
हे
second.
धातरौ.
Hold on. Can you read the Prathama Vibhakti first row again? Slowly.
धाता धातारौ धातारः
Mm.
हे धाते हे धातारौ हे
He
धातारः.
dhataha. Sambodhana Prathama, there is a visarga. He dhataha. Visarga is there.
हे धातः हे धातः हे धातारौ हे धातारः
He dhatarau.
हे धाताराः हे धातारम धातारौ धात्रानन में ये क्या है बहुवचन में
Dhatrun.
धातृन दात्रा दात्रभ्यां दात्रभिः दात्रे दात्रभ्यां दात्रभ्यः धातुः दात्रभ्यां धात्रभ्यः धातुः धात्रोः धात्रोः दातॄणां धातरिः धातरि
धा-
दात यस मैम
धातरि
धातरि धातर धातरोः धात्रशु
धा- can you read this once again slowly without any mistakes?
ओके मैम
Rukarantah, start from the beginning.
ऋकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः धातृशब्दः धाता धातरौ धातराः
No,
धातारः
no. 1 second. The dirgha is in the second letter. Dhata, dhatarau, dhatarah.
ओके मैम
Hmm.
धाता धातारौ धातारः हे धातारौ हे धातारः धातारं धातारौ दात्रान् दात्रा
Dhatrun,
दातृ दातॄन् दात्रा दात्रभ्यां दात्रभिः दात्रे दात्रभ्यां दात्रभ्यः धातुः दात्रभ्यां दात्रभ्यः धातु धात्रोः धातूनां धात्रिः धात्री धात्रोः धातृषु
dhatari. That is not samyukta akshara, it is dhatari.
धातरी
Hmm.
ओके मैम
So you have to practice. Barneshwari. Sorry.
नमस्ते मैम
Namaste.
नमस्ते मैम ऋकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः
You can try kartru shabda.
ओके ऋकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः कर्तृशब्दः कर्ता कर्तरौ कर्तारः
Kartarau, kartarah. There is dirgha in the second
कर्तारः
letter.
कर्तारः हे कर्ताः हे कर्तारौ हे कर्तारः कर्तारं कर्तारौ कर्तॄन् कर्त्रां कर्त्राभ्यां कर्त्राभिः
Kartrubih.
कर्तृभिः कर्तृभिः कर्त्रे कर्तृभ्यां कर्तृभ्यः कर्तुः कर्तुभ्यां कर्तुः कर्तुभ्यां कर्तुभ्यः कर्तुः कर्त्रोः कर्तॄणां कर्तृ
Kartari.
कर्तरि कर्तरो कर्तृषु
Kartroho. Kartroho. Kartrushu.
कर्त्रोः कर्तृषु
Kartrushu. Hrasva.
कर्तृषु दोबारा पढ़ूंगी क्या
That's all. Kartrushu. There is a
कर्तृषु
hrasva there.
कर्तृषु
Uttamam. You have to one thing, because there is the rukara and also the samyukta akshara. It is better you practice this in writing so that you know how to write them properly.
ओके मैम ओके धन्यवाद
Dhanyavadaha. What is Dhatu Shabda? The Dirgha is also in Dvitiya Ekavachanam. Sorry. Dhatu Shabda. Yes. Dhataram, Dhatarau, Dhatrun. Dvitiya Ekavachana, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana also there is Dirgha.
ओके
I think I unmuted Bhavani.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste. You can try Datru Shabda. Then we'll move on to Matru Shabda. Datru.
Datri. Rikarantaha, Pullingaha, Datru Shabdaha, Data, Datarau, Dataraha, हे दातः हे दातारौ हे दातारः दातारं दातारौ दातॄन् दात्रा दातृभ्यां दातृभिः दात्रे दातृभ्यां दातृभ्यः दातुः दातृभ्यां दातृभ्यः दातुः दात्रोः दातॄणां दातरि दात्रोः दातृष
Similarly, we have vaktru, naptru. These are all to be practiced by writing so that you know all the how to write them correctly. Okay, so one is ucharana, the other one is writing. So you better practice them. Then we'll come to rukarantaha, strilinga, matru shabdaha. So what is the difference between this and the pitru shabda? Can anyone tell? Raise your hand. Ha, Mohini Bagini.
Yes, the difference is in the Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
There, it is matruhu, there is pitrun.
Pitrin, yes, exactly.
Yeah, so this is the Rukaranta. That way is very simple, isn't it? Between Prathama, Pullinga and Strilinga, the only difference is in Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. That's all you have to remember. Okay, so can someone, yeah, can you read this once? Rukaranta Strilinga Matru Shabdaha.
Who should read? Bhagini should
you can read. Yeah, you can read. I've unmuted you.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Rukarantah Strilingah Matri Shabdaha Mata Matarau Mataraha He Mataha He Matarau He Mataraha Mataram Matarau Matriha
Matruhu.
Matruhu Matra Matrabhyam Matrabhihi Matre Matrabhyam Matrabhyaha Matuhu Matrabhyam Matrabhyaha Matuhu Matroho Matrinam Matari Matroho Matrishu.
So this is special. Rukaranta Strilinga Matru Shabda only has this Matruhu. But if you take the another Strilinga Shabda that we learned earlier, that is Swasru, meaning sister, Bhagini. In this actually follows the Dhatru Shabda, where there is Dirga. Dirga in the Prathama Vibhakti, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, and Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam, similar to Dhatru Shabda. So it is similar to Dhatru Shabda and also similar to Matru Shabda in terms of Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. So it's we will read this also once just to remember that difference. So Priyadarshini, can you read?
ऋकारन्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः स्वसृशब्दः स्वसा स्वसारौ स्वसारः हे स्वसः हे स्वसारौ हे स्वसारः स्वसारं स्वसारौ स्वसृः स्वस्रा स्वसृभ्यां स्वसृभिः स्वस्रे स्वसृभ्यां स्वसृभ्यः स्वसुः स्वसृभ्यां स्वसृभ्यः स्वसुः स्वस्रोः स्वसॄणां स्वसरि स्वस्रोः स्वसृषु.
We have Vaidehi. I think I've unmuted Vaidehi. So let us try another Strilinga Shabda, Strilinga Yatru.
ऋकारन्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः यातृशब्दः याता याता यातरौ यातरः हे यातः हे यातरौ हे यातरः यातरं यातरौ यात्रुः यात्रा यातृभ्यां यातृभिः यात्रे यातृभ्यां यातृभ्यः यातुः यातृभ्यां यातृभ्यः यातुः यात्रोः यातॄणां यातरी यात्रोः यातृषु.
Suresh Balasubramanian.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Namaste. You can try Duhitru Shabda.
Duhitru Shabda. Rukarantah Strilingah Duhitru Shabdah Duhita Duhitarau Duhitaraha He Duhitaraha. Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
He Duhitaraha He Duhitarau He Duhitaraha He Duhitaram Duhitaram Duhitarau Duhitruh
Duhitruh.
Duhitruh Duhitra Duhitrubhyam Duhitrubihi Duhitre Duhitrubhyam Duhitrubhyaha Duhituhu Duhitrubhyam Duhitrubhyaha Duhituhu Duhitroho Duhitrunam Duhitari Duhitroho Duhitrushu.
So you have you have to remember these differences while practicing this Shabda form. So it's as we learned the tips, it is better to actually write them down and practice chanting every day. So this brings us to our end of our revision session. Let us quickly go through the Dhanyavadaha. We'll quickly go through the tips and the tricks that we covered in one of our classes earlier, just as a recap, so that you can pay attention to those when you are practicing. So one thing is the Prarthana Shloka that we say, right? Guru Reva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaje. This actually has all the forms of Guru Shabda. Guru Eva Gatihi. This is Prathama Ekavachanam. Gurum Eva Bhaje. Dvitiya Ekavachanam. Gurum. Guruna Eva. Dvitiya Ekavachanam. Namo Gurave. Gurave is Chaturthi Ekavachanam. Na Guroho Paramam. This is Panchami. This is Shashti. We know Panchami and Shashti Ekavachana are same in all forms. Guroho Shishuhu Asmi. Gurau Matihi Asti. This Gurav is Shashti Ekavachana. And Mama Pahi He Guru Saptami. So you can actually, when you learn this shloka, you actually know all the forms of the Ukaranta Pullinga Shabda. Similarly, there is another shloka regarding Rama. It was there somewhere. Ramo Rajamani Vijayate. Let me bring that up. That's another thing. These were all made as a tip to remember the forms. So the other thing what we learned was Prathama, Dvitiya Vibhakti Dvivachana for all forms are same. So Ramaha Ramau Ramaha, Ramam Ramau Raman. And you can also consider the Prathama and Sambodhana here together. And this is, you can see Akaranta Srilinga, Akaranta Napumsakalinga, Ikaranta Pullinga, Ukaranta, and Ikaranta Srilinga, or any other Rukaranta, Ukaranta, anything you take, these two forms will remain the same. Similarly, this covers the Prathama and the Sambodhana Prathama, where there are similarities. Similarly, you have Tritiya Vibhakti Dvivachana and Chaturthi Vibhakti Dvivachana. Panchami Vibhakti Dvivachana are all same. So this middle row, right, all the three, when you are writing, you can observe that they are same. So this is, we have only taken examples up to Ikaranta here, but it is common for Rukaranta, and also the Halanta Shabdas that you learn in future also will follow the same thing. So you are actually not remembering 21 forms. You are somewhere remembering 14 or 15 unique forms in each Shabda. Okay. So that is one thing that you can remember. Similarly, wherever Shashti Dvivachana and Saptami Dvivachana in all anta and linga are same. So this rule, there are exceptions in the Sarvanama Shabdas, but otherwise they are common. So these we have just listed down for your reference in this, all the similar forms that you can use for practicing. Similarly, Chaturthi and Panchami Bahuvachanam of all the forms are also same. That we saw in Rukaranta, Ukaranta, and Ikaranta Napumsakalinga forms also. Then the other thing is, these are the Natva rules which we covered. So where there is R, or Sha in the word, then there will be Natva instead of Nakara. Okay, but the exception is if there is a Chavarga, Tavarga, Tavarga, or Shashasa comes in between these Nimitta letters and the last Nakara, then there is no Natva, Na is retained. That also we saw in multiple Deva Shabda, Krishna Shabda, Shambhu Shabda. So we observed that in those forms. This is another one I was talking about. Ramaha Rajamanihi Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje. Ramam is Dvitiya, Ramena Tritiya, Ramaya Chaturthi, Ramat Panchami, Ramasya Shashti, Rame Chittalayaha Saptami, Bho Rama or He Rama, that is Sambodhana Prathama. So this is another form. And the tricks what we are recommending or we have been telling is you have to set aside a fixed time for chanting every day. And every day you have to chant all the 30 Shabdas. And you try to, this we have been doing, you try to do the similar forms in those Akaranta and those Lingas. And set aside a fixed time slot for this activity. And every day, apart from chanting, it's important to write them down also, so that you, wherever the Kartru Shabda, Naptru Shabda, Vaktru Shabda, which have Rukara and also the Rakara, they are tricky to write. And similarly, I think Dadi Shabda, when there is Dadna kind of forms, you will know how to write them properly. So that is why writing is also very, very important. And writing also kind of helps to memorize. So that is one thing which we have been telling and making you also write in your notebook every day. Then you can try to observe the Shabdarupas when you chant the shlokas also. Generally, when you say simple shlokas like Namaste Sharade Devi, in that there is Sambodhana Vibhakti. And Ramaya Tasmaya Namaha, in Ramaya Tasmai Namaha, in that you we will have Chaturthi Vibhakti. So like this we have, you have to start observing what are the rupas. Only when you see them in the application, they will become very clear in your memory. And then one way of writing is starting from beginning to end, like Prathama, Sambodhana, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, like that. You can write all the 7. And after that, you should try to write them randomly also. So if you have this Shabdarupa Sangraha book, right, there are exercises given where you will be asked to write only the, Saptami Dvivachana form for this Shabda, or Shashti Bahuvachana form for this Shabda. So if you write them, after you learn the Rupas, you should also write them, try to write them randomly. And you can, within yourselves, you can play games to actually identify the forms, or question answer kind of things you can do. So these are some of the things that we have identified for you people to help memorizing them better. So there is a question. Can you go back to 6th slide? Let me see, what is that 6th slide? Who is that?
Ma'am, part 2.
One second. Let me open that 6th slide. Okay. Wait a minute.
Not the sixth slide, Mahoday.
Ah.
Tips and tricks number 6.
Oh, okay. Okay. 1 second. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. This one. Is this the one?
This is the one. I just wanted to capture in my phone. That's why I wanted this.
Oh, okay. This you
All
will
the
find
others.
it in the this
In the
PDF will be
recording.
uploaded. Yeah,
Recording.
it will be
Yeah.
it will be
Okay.
uploaded in your course material section.
Okay. Dhanyawada.
Adaha. So when there is a question when na is retained when there is a, so when I'll go to that slide easier. Why? That slide. Share the full screen. Yeah. So it is a question from Vaidehi. This is in this slide. So if there is a, when is nakara retained? If there is a consonant belonging to chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, or the letter sha, sha, or sa comes in between the nimitta varna. Nimitta varnas are ra, sha, and rukara. Okay. Then nakara is retained as it is. So here Krishna, in this Krishna nam here, right? Krishna na, whether a nakara should come here because this Krishna word has a shakara, which is a nimitta letter. But because nakara is in between, which belongs to tavarka, nakara is retained. Similarly, in Rashi Nam, Rashi has a rakara. So it is like Rama, right? So it could have been Rama Nam, but because there is shakara between this na, which we are trying to replace, okay, between that and the nimitta word, there is a shakara, so it is not replaced.
Okay, thank you. It's clear now. Thank you.
Yeah, what is samyukta akshara? Samyukta akshara is the word which has multiple vyanjanas, like vyakta. When you say it is va plus ya plus a, or vakta. When you say kta, k plus ta plus a. So that's a samyukta akshara. Okay. So this brings us to the end of this course. Now I will hand over to Shreyas Mahodaya or Manasa Bhagini. I'm not sure who is there.
Yes,
Shreyas Mahodaya. Ram Ram Ram.
Ram. Dhanyawada. So before we open the session for all of you to share your experiences, I'll just take a brief amount of time. I'll just share my screen. I'll start with the Mangala Shlokas. Gurureva gatihi gurumev bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guro ब्रवीमि संस्कृतं वाचा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं हृदा कुर्वे सेवाञ्चकायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्नि ह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः. So once again, I'll welcome you all to the valedictory session of the course Tips and Tricks to Memorize Shabdarupas Part 1. So this has been going on for the last 15 days and we have reached a conclusion now. I'll just like to share a few course analytics. So up until today, we've had 14 days and there have been 14 days and 14 classes, and we've had 14 videos that have been uploaded on our platform and also on YouTube. Approximately, we've had 7 hours of video content, and till date, we've had 909 people who have enrolled to this course. So the course average attendance, as you can see, 84 people have attended the class on an average every day. It is quite a healthy number, and it is a testament to all of your commitment and dedication that you have shown to come and learn the Shabdas. At this point, I would also like to acknowledge the people who have been behind and also in the front of making this course successful since the start. So firstly, obviously, a big thanks to the teacher, Srimati Mamatha, who has devoted her time and also her energy in making sure she comes and teaches the tips and tricks for learning the Shabdas. So I'd like to acknowledge her major contribution at the front. And from the back end, we've had quite a few contributions as well. Like we've had the linguist team who worked hard to prepare the materials and the course content that you have been getting access to. We've also had the help of volunteers who have devoted their time to upload all the materials prepared by the linguist team on time, so that before the next class, you already have the materials with you that you can refer to. So once again, all of your contributions as well, the people who have regularly attended the classes without missing. So all of these contributions have made this course a successful one. So moving ahead. So this is for those of you who are not aware yet. We've had the release of the Sanskrit from Home beta version mobile app. It is now available for download on both Android and iOS devices. So some of the features are you can easily take classes from anywhere, anytime on your mobile phones. You can access the course content, the recordings. You can take even your exams and assessments. You'll also get announcements and notifications of the classes that are scheduled. And you can also enroll to new courses. So once again, this is the QR code for downloading the app. I'll also be sharing the link for the download of the app. So please download it. If you have not already downloaded it, please download the app immediately. It is ready for use. I'll also share the links once I'm done. And so now you have attended this course, and I'm sure you'll be curious to know what else we have. So these are a couple of upcoming courses. So the course Learn to Chant Shri Ramaraksha Stotram, it has already started, but we've had only 2 classes. It started yesterday. It is a very powerful stotra that when recited and chanted accurately will give a lot of benefits health-wise and overall protection of Bhagavan Sri Rama. So if you are interested, it is not yet late. Do enroll and you can start attending the classes from tomorrow. We also have a course especially for kids, which is the vyoma-samskrta-pathasala, VSVP. So this is the level 1. And here it is a comprehensive online Gurukulam designed especially for kids to provide them exposure to Samskrita, Samskriti, Samskara. And so there is a lot of components. It's a long-term course. We have the basics of Sanskrit language will be taught. The children will also be taught shlokas, stotrams. They'll be introduced to our ancient Indian values. They'll get exposure to Ramayana, Mahabharata, the Itihasa Puranas, and they'll also be taught bhajans. So it is a very comprehensive program, and the overall development of your of the children will be taking place. So please look up these programs on our website. Our humble seva. So at this point, I would like to briefly talk about Vyoma, what we stand for, what we do, and what we aspire to do. So we have 3 websites. The first one, as you're all aware, sanskritfromhome.org. This is where we have a huge number of courses. This is, you can please explore. We have 390 plus courses, and at all levels covering a range of topics based on the 3 S that we have, which is Samskrita, Samskriti, and Samskara. So a range of topics, and at various levels, right from someone who doesn't know anything and at the most advanced level of Shastras, you can find all range of courses. So please explore our website and find courses that you may find interesting. We have another website, which is vyoma.org. Here, all about Vyoma, about the people who are involved and what everything that you need to know about the organization and the seva that we are involved in, you can find it there. The third is the digitalsanskritguru.com. Here it is, you can find the publications and the multimedia products that we develop here at Vyoma. So you can, even we have recently we have released the Sri Rama Companion, which is a pen drive with a lot of stotrams and discourses entirely based on Sri Rama. So for more such products and books, you can please explore the Digital Sanskrit Guru website. Some metrics for Vyoma. So as I mentioned, we have 48 self-learning multimedia products like the Sri Rama Companion that I just mentioned. And we have 390 plus free courses. We have 9,000 plus video and audio content. And we have 74,200 plus learners who have registered on our portal till as of April 2024. So these metrics are quite significant, and these have been possible only by your generous support. So joining hands in the SSS, Samskrita Samskriti Samskrita Seva. So how can you also join hands? So I'll just continue. First step would be prayers. So please, that is the most basic and also probably a very important thing to do. Please think about Vyoma in your prayers, and that is very important. It is because of all the goodwill of all supportive people that Vyoma continues to grow as an organization. Second would be to obviously learn, take up courses. They're all free. Just come on board, whatever you feel interesting. Take up courses and learn from Vyoma, and then spread the word. Once you have taken the courses, you would have benefited from them. So please share it with other people who you are close to, who will be interested, like family, relatives, friends, kids. You can spread the word, let people know that we have structured platform with all the Samskrita, Samskriti, Samskara content. You can also volunteer, and we have a lot of work, lot of projects, and anyone and everyone who is ready to be involved for as much time as possible, it will be of immense help to us. So kindly consider that. The next step would be to even teach at Vyoma. That'd be extremely great, and you don't have to be an expert in any field. It could be very basic things like teaching kids bhajans or stories, from that level to anyone. If you are interested in some particular subject knowledge, you can share that. You can definitely teach at Vyoma. And finally would be to donate. As you all know, Vyoma is a completely non-profit organization that runs on the support of all the well-wishers and the learners. So it's the more learners we get, the more support we get, and the more high quality content that we are able to produce. So please support us, even if it is a little bit, even a little bit of contribution would be of immense help to us to grow and continue to do the prachara and spread Samskrita Samskriti Samskara. So I'll just, if you are interested in volunteering, I'll just show it to you. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
So I've opened the website now, sanskritfromhome.org, and once you come here on the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can see the option of volunteer. So if you click on that option, you will be asked to fill in basic details and what you would like to work on, and then you can apply for becoming a volunteer at Vyoma. And if you would like to donate to us, here there is a button called donate. You can click on that, and this will take you to the donation page. So here we have so here you have the quick and easy donate option for Indian citizens and foreign citizens. So this is just a simple thing. You can click there and you can donate whatever you feel like. So that is the quickest way. And otherwise, we have some schemes for very specific causes like Guru Dakshina. This is if you feel like contributing to the teachers. Vidya Danam would be contribution for courses, and Grantha Danam is for the contributing for the publications that we are involved in. So whatever cause that you feel the closest to, you can choose and you can join hands and be of support to us to whatever extent that is possible. So kindly do come and explore. So that was about how to volunteer and how to donate. So for donate, if you want to donate to this particular course, so you can come to Vidya Danam here and you can click on donate now. So this is the donation for all the courses. And in this page, you can see the courses that are listed here. And here is tips and tricks to memorize Shabdarupas. If you click on more, you will get the option. You'll have the QR code and you'll have the list of steps that you need to follow, and you can donate to us. So how can you always be a part of our journey? So the first step would be by learning what is taught in the class. So as ma'am mentioned earlier, you need to set aside some time to go through and learn. So spend at least 30 minutes every day, practice and spend time on what you have learned. Take time to reflect and do the manana of whatever you have learned. So this will become a part of you and you will never forget it. So this is the first step that you need to take. It's a very minimum step, and I'm sure all of you who are dedicated will definitely do this. Second would be to teach whatever you have learned and internalized to any interested student. If you are a student in a school, you could teach them to your friends who would be struggling to memorize the Shabdas or anything for that matter. If you have learned something from Vyoma in the course, you can share it with any interested student. Just share the information with at least 3 or more students who are interested. And you can talk about how you benefited from being part of this course or any other courses that you've been part of. You can talk about how during these 15 days what you have learned and how it has helped you learn the Shabdas. You can also talk about you can ask them also to come and take up our courses. So following these 3 very basic steps, you can be a part of our journey and you would be involved in the pracharam of Samskrita Samskriti Samskara. So finally, we'd like to you to rate our course. So for that, again, you come to our website here and you go to the dashboard. In the student dashboard, you click on your course tips and tricks. And here on the top corner, left-hand corner, you have the option leave a rating. So when you click on that, you can give us the rating, and you can also write a written feedback if you would like to, and you can click on submit. So I request all of you to please take this small step and rate our course. And our goal for the next few years is we'd like to have 3 million learners who are registered on our portal at the end of the year 2024. I mean, 3 lakh learners, and 10 lakh or 1 million learners at the end of 2032 is what we aim to achieve. And this is certainly possible with all of your prayers and support, as I had mentioned earlier. By following those few steps, you can all be a part of the journey and support us in achieving these goals. So finally, the assessment for this course, and so very important point here. So there will be both a computer-based test and an oral assessment for this course. And the point is that a certificate will be issued only to the learners who participate in both the examinations. That is, you have to take up both the computer-based test and the oral assessment. And you have to get a minimum of 60% of marks. So only then you will be issued a certificate. But there are no restrictions. You can take up, if you feel like you want to take up only the computer-based one or only the oral assessment, you are definitely free to take them up. So the dates are for the computer-based test, they will be held between 29th May to 31st May. So that will be the availability of the test, and that has been finalized. And for the oral assessment, 2nd of June will be the date. And obviously, depending on the number of participants, there will be another date as well if required. We will send out more details about the assessment, how to take them up, including the finalized dates. We'll send them through an email very soon. So please wait for the email for the detailed instructions. For now, it is just the information that there will be both the computer-based and the oral assessment. So the further details will be sent out via email. So please be on the lookout. So learn Sanskrit and be really happy. So now, before we move ahead to the audience experiences and testimonials, I'll also be sharing a feedback form in the chat box. So please, it'll just take a couple of minutes of your time. So please do let us know what you feel. It will take only 2 minutes. And I request every one of you who's there in this webinar to please take the 2 minutes and be honest about what you feel, what needs to improve. All that feedback is extremely valuable to us so that we keep improving and come up with high quality courses in the future. So now I would like to conclude here. I'll be sharing the feedback form in the chat box. And meanwhile, whoever wants to speak about their experience of this course can please use the raise hand option. I will be promoting you to a panelist, and then I request you to please switch on your videos and speak. And I also request you to please restrict to 1 minute, because everyone would like to share their experience. So Priyadarshini Bhagini, I am promoting you to panelist. Meanwhile, the rest of you can fill the feedback form.
Namaste, bhai. So
Namaste.
I would like to tell my feedback about this course, that I really enjoyed this course a lot. Last year, I did the Science Behind Sanskrit Construction course, the same Vyoma book that was taught in a way that making the sentences. So in this course, I really would like to thank Vyoma for providing me the tips and tricks and making me to write, especially although it has been aimed for the school students. I joined this course because I wanted to learn the writing, how the Vyoma is teaching the writing. So it is enforcing the writing habit, and also how one can make the mistakes and they can correct themselves. Although we are saying it correct, writing is very important. So I would like to, this is a different dimension Every time I admire Vyoma that offering the course the same content with different dimensions. I learned a lot in this course. Thank you very much.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Suresh ji will be speaking next. Whoever wants to speak, please do raise your hands. I will be promoting you to panelist one by one.
You have to unmute, sir.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Namaste.
I think I'm talking on behalf of all those who have attended this course regularly, because this is the first course which I have attended without fail. All the classes I have attended without fail. That was because of mainly thanks to the way you have conducted the course, very patiently answering all the questions that came up, and pointing out all the tips and tricks that we should keep in mind for building up on our Sanskrit language skills. So I'm very thankful to you, and also to Vyoma for setting up this course, for all the people who have worked in the background to make this possible. My heartfelt thanks to you all. Thank you very much. Dhanyavadaha, Vaini.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः. ರಾಮ್ ರಾಮ್ ರಾಮ್.
Ram Ram Ram.
Prashant Mahodaya, please accept the panelist invitation. Others who would like to share their opinion and experience, please raise your hands. I'll promote you to panelist and you can speak.
I think Prashant is, can you can unmute from your side.
Yeah. Prashant ji, can you please unmute yourself?
There is
Yes,
Chandrasekhar Mahadaya next.
I think Prashant.
Namaste. Hello.
Ma'am,
Chandrasekhar Mahodaya, I'll promote you to panelist. Meanwhile, Prashant, you can switch on your video and you can speak.
okay, ma'am. Welcome to ma'am.
We can hear you.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Ma'am, my experience is better than all of the students. Ma'am,
Chandrasekhar ji, you can go ahead.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I have attended almost 90% classes because 2 classes I could not attend due to some obvious problems from my side. I am sorry for that. But the course content and Madam Mamatha has done a very good presentation, and she has handled the class extremely very good. I am thankful because the class has imbibed the habit of writing and then reading the Shabdarupas, which we could not on our own can do this, that the class does the same by writing and reading it. I am very thankful for the same.
Dhanyavad.
Nagarajan ji, can you accept the panelist invitation? Yes.
Huh.
You can switch on your video and speak, Nagarajan ji.
Unmute. Huh.
Good evening, sir. I studied Sanskrit from 6th standard to 10th standard during the year 1970 to 75. Now I am 65 years old. At that time, I studied Sanskrit for getting more marks. But now I want to learn Sanskrit. Of course, I know the basics and all, the Shabdarupas and all. I had a very nice, thanks to Mamatha madam. She has taken a lot of pains and then I made the course very easy. And I hope this will be a starting point for me in knowing more and more of Sanskrit. I'm also attending the other courses like Ramaraksha Stotram Patanam, then Parichaya, all these courses. And I wish you this is a great service to Sanskrit language by Vyoma. Kudos to all of you. Really great service. And I request all the participants to promote Sanskrit among their own groups, their own known people, then only the present day Sanskrit, everybody wants to kill Sanskrit, all politicians and all. So this is a case where we can revive and go back to our culture, our ancient language. We should not allow it to die because somebody doesn't like it. So thanks to everybody. Thank you very much.
Dhanyavad.
Anyone else who would like to speak, can please raise your hand. Mohini ji, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I am taking part from abroad. Maybe I am I'm one of the less students, not from India, but from Europe. And I really enjoyed very much. And I was enrolled in a course in Uttar Pradesh. We started to learn Sanskrit, but and these vibhakti forms were familiar for me, but it was very, very helpful to really go from Shabda to Shabda and learn and take the time to repeat and remember. And I will keep this practice going on. And this was really, really very wonderful. And I'm looking for level 2. And when this level 2 course will be enrolled. And yes, also the teachers were very great. Thank you very much, everyone.
Dhanyavad.
Gayatri ji, you can speak.
Yeah, the course was really good and extremely nice. But we have to learn a little hard to memorize. That's Dhanyavad.
Thank you. Angie, you can please go ahead.
Namaste.
I really enjoyed this course. Earlier, 1 or 2 years back, I took another course with Shabdas and Dhatus, but that was quite fast paced, and it was very good, that one also. But really, this one I just it was advertised, I think, mostly for children, but I was curious, so I was so much attracted when ma'am said take time and write. I said, oh wow, this is a very good thing, because she encourages us to write, and I liked her teaching very much. It was not a very fast pace, and she let us understand the words. Very good for beginners also. And so every time I try to log in, even on if I was on the street or coming or going back to the coming from the office or going to the office. So I really enjoyed this course, and thank you so much, Vyoma, for conducting wonderful courses. And of course, thank you, ma'am, for taking time to teach us.
Yeah. Dhanyawadaha.
Dhanyawadaha.
Anyone else who would like to speak? Okay, ma'am, I think that's it.
Yeah. So I personally enjoyed this course a lot, and I was really surprised that though it was targeted for students, there were a lot of elders who paid so much of attention and attended all the classes with so much of dedication, and they sat down and wrote them. It was really good. And while listing the tips and tricks, there are things that I also learned as part of this course. So thanks to you all for giving me this opportunity. Dhanyawadaha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lot of students have benefited from your teaching, so thank you again from Vyoma for taking up this course.
We like to thank Mamatha madam. She did really a great job teaching us with patience. We all elders, we really enjoyed the class, writing it down, finishing as soon as we could, and tell whenever she asks. It was really great. With her busy schedule, she did a great job. Thank you very much.
Maithili ji, please accept the panelist invitation. You can switch on your videos and speak.
Yeah, thank you. Namaste ji. It was very useful for me because these Shabdarupas are the ones that I keep forgetting often. Though I keep practicing them, I keep forgetting them as well. So it has been very useful. That's why I joined Vyoma to learn it again so that I remember those things. And now, after your advice, I've started making it a point to write at least 1 or 2 Shabdarupas every day so that the pattern stays in the mind. Now I'm getting a hang of the pattern. Though I'm doing Parichaya now, but still Shabdarupas are the ones that are a bit eluding to me because you forget them also because of age. So thanks Vyoma, and thanks to Mamatha ji, and thanks to all the technical support that we have all got. Thanks a lot. Thanks a million, and looking forward to many such courses, including the Dhaturupas and the second level of this as well. Dhanyawadaha.
Yes, ma'am. Is there anything else, or can we conclude, ma'am?
I think you may want to flash the exam dates once again. There are questions in the question box. When is the date and things like that. So if you can quickly show them that once again, and
yes,
also request them to go to the. There was a question also on where can they rate I think it is once they log in with their login ID in the Sanskrit from home.org, they will find that again is their login, right?
The
Place to
assessment,
rate the course.
which rate the course, yes, in the dashboard,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
So just once again show the assessment dates.
Yeah.
So the computer-based test will be between 29th May to 31st May, and the oral assessment will be on the 2nd of June. And once again, we will be sending out an email very soon with the exact dates and what you need to do to register for the assessment and everything. So this is just for the beginning information right now. So we will send out a detailed email later on informing you about more details.
Yeah,
So,
CBT computer-based test dates are fixed. Oral assessment, depending on how many people would enroll for the oral assessment, I think there might be some additional dates provided, right? But CBT is going to happen on the between 29th and 31st. Because this is a computer-based test, it will remain open for these 3 days so that you can log in at any time and finish that test in one shot and come out. So this will be multiple choice or
For
single answer kind of questions.
For
yes.
oral assessment, if we couldn't do it on second, we will not have any other chance, right?
Oral assessment mostly will be on the fixed dates. Yes. So it depends on how many. So let you all register. I think there will be a form sent where you will identify or you will register for the CBT as well as oral assessment depending on your choice. Those who want the certificate have to register for both, and some may just want to get the assessment done, may not be for the certificate sake, so they may choose to take one of them. So depending on I encourage everyone to take both the things so that it's good for good learning. And but depending on that, we will see like whether we can accommodate everybody on 2nd June or there needs to be because oral assessment needs time, right? If the number of participants are more, we may not be able to finish it in a day. So that will be intimated. The change will be intimated later.
Yes.
But CBT is going to happen, will be open from 29th to 31st.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you everyone for being part of this course. And now I'll conclude with the Shanti mantras. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु धन्यवादाः राम राम राम
राम राम राम धन्यवादाः
Ma'am, you can end the meeting.
हाँ